Hello, KTA Tigers. Hello, Dr. Lesher and Mrs. Snedeker.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Today is Friday. It's our second Friday. We finished up our first full week. It was a great week. It is Friday, August 5th, 2022. We have our big assembly today. So lots of fun
Yay!
stuff happening. So, you remember from last year, we love to do Friday Surprise, but Friday Surprise this week is going to happen for us in the assembly. So, cross your fingers. You gave me PBIS tickets if you wanted to have a chance to be part of that, kindergarten all the way up till 8th grade. So we'll see who wins the Friday surprise opportunity. I'm not going to say anything more about it so it can be a surprise.
I love
All right.
surprises.
Yes, isn't it fun? And fun on a Friday, too. Well, we have great news. So many amazing things happening, even the very beginning of the year for us here at KTA. So our STEM room is ready to open with Miss Abel. This is what it will look like for elementary. So she has an example for us and some slides to share. So, what is STEM Lab? Well, STEM Lab is a fun place to play. You can build and do science experiments at lunch recess. So, you choose to go there during your recess instead of going outside to play. If you don't get picked the first day, don't worry. Everyone will have many turns through the year to visit our STEM lab, and your teacher is who decides. And it's up to them how often people go, who wants to go. Is that an earned privilege that you use as a reward? But your teachers each have their passes, and they decide who gets to go to the STEM lab on the days that it's open. So, we're going to review with our pal Crake. He's there. See that little octopus? His name's Crake. He's going to show us how to use the STEM lab. So Crake gets picked by his teacher to go to the STEM lab at lunch and see this right here is his pass. He has a STEM lab pass for room 250. It's in our one of our middle school buildings, and all the kids' names that are going to be going with him. There it is. So he takes his pass. He gets picked up by his teacher to go to the STEM lab at lunch recess, and he waits at the gate for Mrs. Abel, and then they walk to the STEM lab together. So you can see him waiting patiently there. That's what you would do if you got picked to go to the STEM lab. He treats all specimens very gently. A specimen is something you might be holding in your hands or looking at it on a table or even looking at through a microscope. So he treats them very, very gently because lots of things are very fragile that he might be looking at. And he handles them like a scientist would handle them because he wants them to be nice and for other people to get to use it and to not damage anything. So Craig and his friends also share supplies, and then they build cool stuff together. You can see it looks like they're building like maybe a little bridge out of Q-tips there. And then when the countdown timer starts, Craig starts to clean up and he helps everybody that's there clean up. You can see he's throwing away his recycling there in that picture. And he will earn a 4B when he and his friends line up quickly. Craig walks to the lunchroom and then he joins his class for lunch. So he got to do that instead of going to recess, but then he still goes and eats lunch with his friends in the lunchroom. Mrs. Abel is very much looking forward to a great year. If you are new to KTA or if you have not been to the STEM lab or don't remember from last year, there are so many amazing activities that she does. So I know that you will love it. And I look forward to seeing all of the projects that you get to do. It's something different every single week. So every time you visit, you're going to be working on something different. So that's what we do when we go to the STEM lab.
So this year we're really excited that we're also offering STEM Lab to our middle school students. So the way that's going to look is you will get passes as well, but you'll get them from your science teacher. So your science teacher will manage, they know how many passes they can give out. And if you're a 6th, 7th, or 8th grader, you'll get your passes from them. They'll work out a system, they'll explain to you how it's going to work in their classroom. And so if you are in 6th grade, you're going to go on Mondays and Fridays, it looks like. And then if you are in 7th and 8th grade, you'll go on Tuesdays and Thursdays. 6th graders, this is the tricky part. 6th graders are going to go during their lunch. So you get your lunch and take it to the STEM lab. And no, Dr. Satilli is shaking your head. I just remembered. So you're gonna instead of going to lunch, you go to the STEM lab. And then after, you guys can quiz me on this later and see if I pass. Middle schoolers, you're allowed to do that. So if you're a 6th grader, you go to the STEM lab. And then after you're done with the STEM lab, you go eat lunch with the 7th and 8th graders. If you're a 7th and 8th grader, you're going to go to the STEM lab right away too. It'll just be during your outdoor recess time. So you guys both go at the same time, just on different days. 6th grade is Monday, Friday. 7th and 8th grade is Tuesday, Thursday. So another really cool thing that we can offer middle school this year is during your lunch recess, you can go to the library. So if you are in 6th or 7th or 8th, you go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And the passes are similar to the STEM lab, but your ELA teacher is going to be in charge of those. So you talk to your ELA teacher, and they're going to have a system for giving you the passes and how many they manage and how often you get to go. You just talk to them and they'll work it out. And then you can go on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. And that is only going to be during your recess time. So 6th grade, you would eat lunch like normal. And then just during your outdoor time, go to the library instead. 7th and 8th grade, you would go to the go to the library during your outdoor recess time and then go to lunch like normal. So a little bit different between STEM. If you forget which is which or how it works, just go to your science or your ELA teacher and they'll be able to clear it up for you.
Yep. And
I think it's really fun that we're offering those to our middle schoolers this year. I think that's a great opportunity.
It's fantastic. I'm so grateful, Miss Abel and Mrs. Seconder and Mrs. Formisano for making the arrangements and the schedules to make this all work because it's so important. We're excited that our middle school students will be able to have access to the library on a regular basis and to the STEM lab. So this is outstanding.
Yep. So teachers, if you're ready to start that, students, if you're ready to start that, we're ready to go for Monday. So that will be starting up next week.
And we also have a really cool opportunity for our middle schoolers, lots of opportunities for you guys. We're going to start on Monday. We're going to start after school tutoring. And so if you've done after school tutoring in the past at KTA in middle school, maybe some of our 8th graders remember when they did this, it's going to be a little bit different than it has in the past. So you may go to after school tutoring if it has been cleared with a teacher. So a teacher is going to either maybe see that you need some extra help and is going to recommend that to you and your parents, or you can, if you want to go to tutoring, you can request that from a teacher. Say to a teacher, hey, I'd really like to go to tutoring. Maybe you were absent for a couple days and you just need some extra time getting caught up. Or maybe you just want some support doing your math homework that night or coming up for studying for a test. You can go to your teacher. Your teacher will contact your parents and get the approval, and then you'll be okay to go to tutoring. So it's really an opportunity to support you and give you extra help. What it looks like when you're there, you're not going to have one person teaching you the subject, but it's a chance for you to do your homework. And if you have a question, you can ask a teacher. There will be a teacher there to answer your questions. So it's kind of like supported homework time, but a lot of kids find it to be really helpful to kind of keep up with your workload or catch up if you need to. So that's, just know that starting Monday, that's a resource that you have.
And if parents are watching this, I know many times we have parents watching this, they can reach out to the classroom, to their teacher. If it's a science, question or issue, or a math, reach out to the teacher and see about recommending for tutoring. So parents can have a little input to that and see if we have spots. There's a limited number of spots, so we just need to be careful so that we don't get these all filled up. So we are having that opportunity, and parents will have to give approval for students. It's not just a drop-in. You have to have approval ahead of time. I am excited to offer a really cool opportunity to students in 3rd through 8th grade. So our district, the Kyrene School District, is going through a process of kind of reestablishing our goals and our strategic plan. And what that means is what the future will look like for the Kyrene District. What priorities do we have? What kinds of programs or how we want our schools to be? And our superintendent, Mrs. Tenyas, is wanting to involve our students in this process, which is really exciting to get your input, your voice, and your ideas and opinions. So there is an opportunity to be a part of 2 focus groups, and they both are going to be on August 15th, and one will be for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. One will be in students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. But in order to do this, I wanted to have an invitation, but also for you to apply and just fill out a little form to say Here's my name, here's my teacher, my grade, and here's why I'd like to represent KTA students in this focus group. And it may be that you have some ideas about programs. You may just say, I've been at Kyrene Traditional Academy for 6 or 7 years, or 3 or 4 or 5 years. I think I have a good idea of what our school is about, and just some reasons why you think you would be a good person to represent, because I can only choose 12 students for each of those focus groups. So 12 for 3 through 5 and 12 for 6, 7, and 8. So if you'd like to do this, I sent this Google form to your teachers, and they will send it out to you so you can have access to it. That form needs to be back to me by next Tuesday. So you have, hopefully it'll go out today, Friday, and then also Monday, Tuesday. By the end of the day Tuesday, if you decide you'd like to do this, please send this form to me, and then I will see if we have 50 kids. I will have to choose and just choose 12 for each of those groups. And then I will let you know. And the focus group is the following Monday on the 15th. So I hope a lot of kids are interested. And let me know if you'd like to be a representative and have some great ideas to share to our superintendent. Thank you, teachers, for helping us with this. And one other reminder, this is for our middle school students, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and it's for a basketball court reminder. We have some students who are thinking that it might be a good idea to kick balls up over the fences, or just kick balls, basketballs. Friends, we need to use our equipment wisely. We only have a certain number of balls. We need to be safe. We need to use all of this equipment in the way that it was intended. So basketballs are to play basketball. Soccer balls we use on the soccer field. So if you're on the basketball court, that is a place to play basketball, and not to kick them over the fence, not to kick them at each other. So just want to make sure you know that you're using the equipment in the right manner and in a safe manner. If you are not doing that, unfortunately, we will have to close the basketball court. So we want to make sure everybody's safe, doing things the right way. If you are not, Miss Baca or Miss Abel, whoever, Miss Garcia, who's out on duty, will let me know, and we'll have to close the court, which we do not want to do, because I know so many kids love playing basketball, hanging out, just having fun on the court, which is great. But again, as long as you do it safely and in the way that is good for everyone, then there's no problem. So just a reminder for that, students. I know that you can do a good job with that.
Hey, one more reminder for you today. Cross country athletes, volleyball athletes, soccer athletes, it is time to register. I just checked yesterday with Mrs. Milliard on how many athletes we have signing up, and I hope we get many, many more. So, registration is going to stay open for volleyball and soccer until August 11th. That sounds like a long ways away, but it's really only next week. So, you need to have your physical done, your registration completed, everything in to be able to be registered for tryouts. And then tryouts are going to be the following week, starting August 15th. So if you're interested or if you have questions, please ask me, ask Miss Milliard, and know that if it's cross country, volleyball, or soccer, now is your chance. Now is your opportunity. All right, friends. I think
That
let's
was a lot
check.
of important information. So thank you for everybody's attention to all of that.
Yes, lots and lots.
For sure.
All right. So we're ready for our moment of inspiration. That will be followed by our moment of silence and then KTA Tiger Pledge and Pledge of Allegiance. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday and that we have a fun assembly. We will see you there. Go
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 Tigers!
Tigers!
Tigers!